We're here, everybody. We're starting 5 minutes early because, you know what? We can. We're here to play some D&D, and we couldn't wait any longer. We wanted to jump right in. So we are FeatherFall Tabletop. We have some amazing people here with us tonight, but before we get to introduce them, we got to do a little sponsors off the top. So we are sponsored by Skull Splitter Dice. If you are in the need of good metal dice, use the link below on our Twitch page. Get some Skull Splitter Dice. Use promo code FeatherFall for 10% off. Seriously, metal dice, you can't go wrong. You'll never roll anything else once you start with the metal dice, for real. Next, we are sponsored by Found Familiar Coffee. So if you are in the need for some coffee, everybody needs it in these times. Khan's grabbing his right now. He's frantically searching for coffee, doesn't have it. He should have gone to foundfamiliarcoffee.com/featherfall. I'm going to open up a caffeinated coffee as we do this.
Grip it and rip it!
But yes, use the promo code FeatherFall, get 10% off your order there. It helps them. They're amazing. Their growth in the last 2 weeks has pretty much surpassed all of October, November, and December for them. So it has been amazing for them. They're huge pillars in the community. Be sure you go and check them out. Yeah. So, last thing, we are here on a Monday night. It is a one shot. If you want to be here with us to play these one shots, join our Discord. Use the command in Twitch. !Discord. Get in there, come chat, come hang out. It's been a little hit or miss on the activity, to be honest, but we're all kind of just dealing with stress and everything at the moment, so just trying to focus on self-preservation. But yeah, come hang out with us. We do what we can. Try and chat all day while we're at work. And then every Wednesday night, we will be here playing Wild Mount Beyond Amends. It is it's a good time every Wednesday night, 8:30. Every Sunday, so this upcoming Sunday will be Force and Destiny, and then every other Sunday will be Curse of Strahd. So we just played that this last Sunday. I think that's everything. So we're going to introduce our fine people here, and we're going to start in the bottom right with David. David, if you want to tell the people who you are, where they can find you, and if you want them to find you, I don't know. That's your call.
They'll never see me coming. No, I am David White at Mr. Banana Socks on Twitter. I am also the host of the Misconceptions Podcast Network, which Misconceptions Podcast is our titular podcast. We also have Sins of the Father, but if you're into City of Mist, actual plays, a little noir, superhero action, you can check out Misconceptions Podcast, or if you like a D&D, you can check out Sins of the Father.
That sounds great. I have to check out the noir one, to be honest. I have a superhero game, tabletop game back there that I haven't gotten into that I really want to. And I've been looking for somebody to do it right. So hopefully, I bet you guys do. I can tell. But
we get there. We get there. The first couple episodes aren't super great, but we get there.
I think that's everybody's. I mean, that's every single campaign ever known in the history of people. All right, so we're gonna cross right over. Christian.
Hey, I'm Christian. I play Vartosh on Sins of the Father. Actually, I am at Dapper Charizard on Twitter and TikTok. So yeah.
Nice. Very nice. All right, we're going to go to the upper right, the Khan himself.
What's up, everybody? I am Khan Found It, better known on the Twitters as Khan. You can find me on YouTube and Twitter at The Khan Found It, and you can find me here on Twitch at Just Khan Found It, because no jackass took Khan Found It before I could get to it here. Thank you.
Jackasses.
That's why we can't have anything nice. Branding just shot.
That's how we get ants.
Told you, $50 and it's yours.
Are we still talking about the name?
We're going to go ahead and cross right over to Cranky. We're just going to sum that up real quick. Moving on. Cranky, if you want.
I am Cranky Old Mage. You can find me on Twitter at Cranky Old Mage. And this is my very first game with FeatherFall.
Won't be your last. You're stuck
Yay.
now forever. We trap your soul.
Did I sell my soul again?
I'd buy that for $1.
Good old
And get
RoboCop.
50 cents change.
That's right.
Good old RoboCop. Can't beat it.
I'm at that age where not many people get that reference.
All right. So let's jump right into the game. So tonight we're playing Maid in Waterdeep, which can be found in the Uncaged Anthology Volume 1. It is what you would say is Tier 1. I don't know what that means in the book itself. But our very own Lynn Meyer, who plays in our Wildmount game, was a contributor to this, so we figured we would do our best to highlight it as much as possible. It is well worth it. We're talking 240 PDF pages, and we picked it up for $15. 20 plus one-shots in here. Well written. Anyways. So what we're playing today is Maid in Waterdeep. So the synopsis real quick, just so everybody remembers. We talked about this in chat. Characters are ready to make their mark as adventurers and travel to the City of Splendors. So some of you may already be here, or some of you may be new to Waterdeep. But your first job was it was one of the poll tabs on the local college community boards, asking for heroes for hire, 10 gold for your services. And so if we all remember, we're level 1, so if anybody rolled level 2, start over. But it's all level 1, and you all have been requested to meet an hour before sunset at the Yawning Portal in the Castle Ward. So many of you may be familiar with the great inn that has, been throughout the stories and history of Waterdeep. And that's where our story will start tonight, where you guys are entering the Yawning Portal. Speaking with proprietor Durnan, he has pointed out a table that has been reserved for this group of adventurers that had answered the call. So you all show up and are at the table. You can know each other or don't know each other, but this will be a good time for everybody to give a little explanation of who their character is, what they may look like. We'll go opposite order, so we'll start with Cranky.
Well, golly gee whiz, I am a human-looking person. Very fair skin, blonde hair, blue eyes. No, wait. Yes. No. I forget. No. Are they gold? They look gold sometimes in the light. Anyway, I'm from the city. I was raised in the forest. Wow.
Anything else, Cranky?
Nope, that's all.
Okay, we'll go ahead and cross over to Con.
So I will be playing Irvis Pursley. He is a tiefling bard. He's got blue eyes, red skin, jet black hair, and his horns go straight back and come around to the back of his head and kind of forms a V in the back, and it is completely framing a jet black pompadour kind of quiff hairstyle. And he's a hunka burning love, I'll tell you what. Thank you very much.
Oh no, did we lose? That's weird. I lost, hold on one second. We lost Mr. Banana Shoes.
Oh, no, he's here.
No, on the,
weird.
That was really weird.
He must have rolled really high for stealth.
Right,
Did I do that?
No, you're good. Okay, perfect. Thanks, Con. We'll go ahead and go down to the bottom left. Christian.
All right. I am playing Rozer. He's a Viking-looking fellow, leather armor, big red beard, kind of rough-looking.
Nice. Level 1. All right. David.
Yes, I am playing Halashtai. a male Kalashtar. He is tall, young, has kind of shaggy blonde hair, ruddy skin with some dark freckles. And just looking at him, you would think he is a human, but the more you look at him, specifically his eyes, they are very void and blank, like a night without dreams. And it might seem a little off-putting, but that's Halashtai, and he doesn't care if he is off-putting.
Okay, perfect. That will go over well, I imagine. So you guys are waiting for about 10 minutes. Durnan has walked by a couple times, asked for drink orders, and on his second pass, you see a tall, red-haired, down to the back, middle of her back, beautiful woman, and she walks with a purpose in through the door directly to your table. And as she kind of looks around, quickly just catching everybody's eye contact, I'm glad you were here for the job. I assume you all replying to my notice?
Yeah, how much do we get paid again?
Well, you will be paid 10 gold upon completion. And, I think that's a fair price for what we're going to go through, but just so you guys know, the job itself is we are searching for a friend of mine. She has gone missing, and I think it is of the utmost importance that we don't waste any more time. We need to... time is short. So are there any questions before we get started?
Oh, gee, ma'am, how did your friend get missing?
Well, she was taken by a witch. Oddly enough, it was no happenstance that she was taken by the witch, but that's a story for another time. But I do believe that and she again eyes everybody in the party, that we could easily find her and take her back.
You seem to dodge the question.
Well, I do think it's my fault, and I apologize for being shifty. And she looks outside to try and catch where the sun's at. We have a little bit of time, I suppose. Sit, everybody. I guess you're all sitting. I'll sit down. And she'll pull up a chair right next to you all and kind of leans into the table. Well, it was just a few nights ago that we were out watching the fireworks out over the Great Harbor. I don't know if you were here or not, but it was gorgeous, and so I was entranced by a young bard. She just had the most beautiful voice that anybody could hear. Just the moment you hear it, it's like a siren, and you just couldn't look away, and you couldn't leave. And then the storm came. I don't know if you, again, I don't know how long you guys have all been in Waterdeep, but the storm, just the thunder, the lightning, and then the waves, it capsized the boat, and luckily enough, I was there to save her. And she again kind of gets a little dodgy with the answering this question. She... Okay, just so we're... Fine. Okay, I was a mermaid, and I was in the water watching this, and she was lucky I was there to save her. Otherwise, she would have drowned, along with several others that I couldn't save. And then I brought her to the beach, and I left. And when I came back, I tried to find her. I couldn't find her. So I sent all my sisters. I sent everybody I could to look for her, to find her, to tell her that I'm, to meet her and to say hi, and that I loved her voice. We did find her, but she wasn't there. So I made a deal with a witch to get my legs. And so she kind of points down to what you see as actual legs. And as you... but I'm afraid this deal may have gone awry. And it now is involving her, not me. So, again, this is... I've mustered up all of the money I could. I'm sure we could find more if that's needed, but hopefully this will do. And she looks again around at all of you. You all look to be well suited for the job.
How much more do you think you could dig up? And Halashtai says these words, and then in the back of his mind, he hears this whispering, "No, we must help her. We must help her find a friend."
And as you ask that, she's gonna say, "Well, I could probably get maybe 10 more gold if you give me a couple hours, I guess."
Does she have a couple hours?
Say that again, Cranky. You're cutting out a little bit.
Does your friend have a couple hours?
Well, I think the deadline is tomorrow morning. And what I guess I didn't tell you is that I sold my tongue, my voice, for these legs. But Christian, as you kind of side-eye that, this is very inspired by The Little Mermaid as you read through it. You're like,
yeah.
"Oh, yeah, okay." But a little bit more dark.
Have a little crab friend with her somewhere?
Yeah, we're gonna sing "Under the Sea"
That
later.
fits with more of a, how are you talking then?
No, sorry. But as you can hear and tell, my voice was not taken. I do believe that the deal was for the bard's tongue, not my voice, and that was the fine print that was in the contract.
You can never trust a witch.
Well, sometimes desperate times, you lose all rationale. And she kind of looks down, almost longingly, in just into the table. And as Bog Witch, we can trust you. You are a trustworthy witch. But as she looks down, longingly down into the table, she's like, and she kind of checks back outside through the windows to catch the time. Well, in the next few minutes to hour, our contact's supposed to show up here. So, well, maybe they don't know they're our contact. But we need to be on the lookout for... And she'll stop. Is everybody okay with the terms before we do proceed? Because I just want to make sure you're all comfortable getting into danger to help fix my mistakes.
Well, gee, I don't see why not. We gotta help your friend.
I think you...
Halashtai sighs and says, "I'm compelled to say yes."
Well, whatever's compelling you, I think you and them.
I just look at her in the group and I go, "Oh."
Love it. Oh. And lastly, to you, Razur, is that Razor?
Razor.
Razor, thank you. I'll get it. Razor.
The gods smile upon this mission. I'm in.
Thank you. Well, okay, so why I had you meet me here and not wherever else we may be, is Loper is the servant of who we're looking for in the end, and he would have the information that we seek. So, Loper frequents this spot, and he's a half-elf with a sallow complexion, dirty blonde hair, and most recognizable by the blue sash, the ascot he wears around his neck. But he could be here from now until, an hour from now.
Well, then it looks like we have some time to kill.
Indeed.
Maybe. I mean, he may be here. And she'll kind of start looking around the room. He could be here now. I'm going to take...
Him? Is that him? Oh.
That may not be the right approach. He is a bit skittish. But I'm going to take a quick lap if you guys want to maybe spread out, keep your eyes peeled for Loper.
Yes, ma'am.
And watch out for the yellow fish.
I'm gonna head up to the bar and get another lemonade.
Okay. Yeah, so at this point, you do see... she didn't give you her name, but her name is Lily. She stands up and kind of starts... Not like as if she's looking for somebody. She does a pretty good job of blending in to just, circle the room. What is everybody else doing at this point?
I'm going to walk around, big-eyed, staring at everybody, looking for people with ascots and sashes.
Okay.
Just a hick in this big city.
Love it.
Basically.
So, yeah, go ahead and give me a perception check as you're walking through. And then what's everybody else doing?
Razor walks up to the bar and orders a nice foamy apple juice, and takes it, turns around, just kind of leans on the bar, drinking it, just kind of using his peripherals.
Okay. 9. Yeah, you're more amazed with just the eclectic.
What is it so
people.
big in here? And what's this big hole in the middle of the thing? We've got an elevator to it.
Yeah.
Don't you fall in there now.
Yes, sir.
Razor, if you want to give me a perception check as well. Halashtai, what are you doing?
Halashtai will also get up and do a round around the bar. But as he's looking for this person with a blue ascot, he's also going to be looking just for like some bread crust, some food that's left on plates, and try to just very casually try to slip it into his cloak. And you see that he is not dressed well. He has a lot of patches in his clothes and in his cloak, and he's not from a well-to-do background.
Okay. Yeah, so give me a perception check as well. Irvis, what are you doing?
Is Durnan working the bar? Durman working the bar? Who's working? Is the bartender?
Durnan is.
Okay. Do I currently have his attention?
He's kind of floating back and forth. He's pretty good at,
Okay. Well, I'm going to ask him for the lemonade, and I'm also going to ask him generally if he can give me any sort of information to verify Lily's story, and also if he sees Loper in here anywhere. And I'm really just looking for a yes or a no, anything at all credible.
Yeah, so he corroborates the I'm trying to think trying to find the exact name of the festival that was happening.
For brevity's sake, we'll just go with.
Yeah, so there were fireworks that on the night that Lily claimed, and then there was a huge thunderstorm. So he does confirm those facts for you.
And there is quite a good possibility that there are witches around that would have made such a deal and possibly kidnapped her.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Seeing what Durnan has, especially in the Yawning Portal, and the stories that he just hears and is a part of, 100% possibility.
Okay.
All right, so Halashtai, did you roll?
I did. I rolled an 8.
Okay. So, Razor, you are the only one that sees him. And he is on the 2 floors above you, so on the 3rd floor of the Yawning Portal. You see him talking to a giant, tall, probably 7 foot, maybe 7.5 foot, bright blue dragonborn. That's in a nice wizard's robe, nice bright wizard robe, and he is just in casual conversation. You see that bright blue scarf ascot that he's wearing.
I'm gonna slide over to where Irvis is standing. Just kind of nudge him with my arm.
Oy.
Third floor.
Well, looks like we need to be getting a move on.
Try to make eye contact with the other 2.
Okay. Curio and Halashtai, are you?
I throw a peanut at Curio. Let's go.
Yeah. Halashtai catches the nod and also follows.
Okay. Lily she's pacing the room, and she sees you all kind of point and nod, and as if you've recognized who you're looking for, and we'll come up to you as you're heading up the stairs. It may be smart not all of us to go. As I said, he's a bit skittish, so maybe 1 or 2 at most.
Me being a tiefling, I'm gonna kind of hang back. I'll watch the stairs and kind of run interference if anybody else tries to come up and get into our conversation that's about to ensue.
Too timid to approach the big dragon man.
Curio, you're heading up there?
No, I'm staying behind.
Okay, that's fair.
Halashtai sighs and says, I guess I'll talk to him.
I'm forced to do this job.
Reluctant hero.
Okay. You going alone? Right.
Feeling he's never really alone.
Exactly. I'm never really alone.
Razor freeze. I think so.
Oh man, I think he froze.
Alexa, stop. Okay. Well, we'll just assume Halashtai, you go up by yourself, and as he's sitting there, you see that he is this half elf as described. This dusty blonde, dirty blonde hair, in conversation, and he sees you approach and says, may I help you?
God, I hope you can. Is this seat taken?
And as you ask that, the Dragonborn kind of shakes Loper's hand and just gets up and says, "Oh, no, after you." And
hey, thanks,
away.
buddy.
And am I noticing anything at all suspicious about anyone in the tavern? Is anyone paying close attention to the conversation, to Lily, to us? What's the general?
No, it's people don't care for the most part. Everybody's here kind of doing their own thing and just, minding their own business. This is a pretty busy area, and a lot of private conversations. A lot of people don't want to get seen, kind of come here to just sit in the back, maybe lay low.
Okay, well then I'm going to take out a folding hat out of my pocket, slap it open, put it on the ground, and I'm going to start performing, try and see if I can't sing up some coin. Just want to go, 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready now. Go, cats, go, you rock.
And we just got muted on Twitch. VOD muted.
No.
I'm just kidding.
It was less than 8 seconds.
Please, that wasn't even in the right tune. I mean, what?
It wasn't even the right country.
Christian, welcome back. So as the blue dragonborn gets up, I suppose have a seat.
Hey, thanks, buddy.
So what can I help you with today?
Your name's Loper, right?
Depends on who's asking.
I am. My name's Hal. Anyways, do you know somebody called Lily?
Name doesn't ring a bell.
Okay. Well, hold on real quick. What am I supposed to be pumping him for?
Information on where they're holding Lily's bard friend.
Okay, that's cool. Do you know anything about a boat ride a couple of nights ago during a festival?
Oh, yeah.
There was a storm.
It was terrible. There's a few of us that almost didn't make it.
Oh, no, I'm so sorry, I guess. Was there anybody else on the boat with you?
Oh, there's quite a few people. And he's purposefully being short.
Well, maybe you should grow a few inches. He says, "Listen, buddy, I'm trying to do this goody two-shoe kind of thing, and it's really hard. But anyways, I'm just trying to find somebody that was taken. Can you just help me find this person who was taken?"
I have no idea what you're talking about. I know of nothing or anybody being taken. What does that have to do with the boat that you were talking about?
There were these people that were on the boat. One of them was a bard, a minstrel. It capsized, and I think a witch must have got to him, taken his voice. I don't know, does that sound familiar to you?
No, not at all.
Can I roll an insight to see if that does sound familiar?
Absolutely.
Have I made any coin yet?
You have made 1 copper. People are generally not enthused. Actually, give me a performance check. We'll do that the right way.
That's going to be a big fat 9.
Yeah, you've made 1 copper. People are generally not enthused.
Actually, hold on. Excuse me, that's going to be a 15.
Ooh, a 15. You're up to a 2 silver. People throw in stuff, kind of. They don't really meet your gaze.
That's the first thing.
Yeah, exactly what.
So what you're saying is they're paying me to stop?
They're paying you just like they feel like they have to.
Damn right they do.
All right, last time, what'd you roll?
Yeah, I finally rolled good. That was a 22.
Oh yeah, this dude is clearly lying.
Okay. All right.
And as you kind of judge his general demeanor, you see he starts to shift a little bit in his seat, almost as if, like, you know, when you scoot your butt towards the edge of your seat.
Like he's anticipating something, or he's about to run.
Hard to tell, but probably that he's about to run.
Okay.
I'd say if I'm blocking the stairs, is there another way for him to get out, or am I blocking his escape?
There's windows.
Damn, he's trying to get out like that, huh?
I mean, there's areas that he could go.
Okay, all right, I got you.
Stairs are. He could jump down the giant hole in the middle.
That would not be a good idea.
True.
All right. Well, man, I don't mean to make you uncomfortable or impatient or anything. It's just, what if and I take out a gold and I kind of slide it across the table. What if I gave you one of these?
How about George Washington? He'll take the coin and say, I mean, this is a start, but not enough to, I'll need more to jog my memory. And at this point, go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
That is a 14.
Okay. Add 19 more, and may be able to help you.
I'm going to have to sing a lot.
I gesture to my threadbare clothes. 19? Man, I have like 5 more gold on me. I can't. Listen. Oh, I don't want to stress you out. I don't want to make you run. I don't want to make this any more stressful than it has to be. Could you just tell me, general direction even, where the mute bard went?
As you say, the mute bard, he shifts again, this time much more uncomfortably. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's I got bills to pay. 19 gold is, total 20. And he kind of points to your friends, and he's like, maybe if you pooled all your money, they may be able to help.
Is Razor there with me?
I'll say I went up the stairs, but I'm standing over by the stairs, so I'm a little further back.
Is Mr. Irvis Pursley within 10 feet of me?
He's... Irvis, were you at the top or the bottom of the stairs?
Top. I came up and then stopped.
I would say he is within 10 feet of you.
Okay, then I will use my dual mind telepathy to speak into Irvis Pursley's mind, which may seem brusque and, kind of sudden, but again, Halashtai doesn't really care. But he speaks into Irvis Pursley's mind. Hey, Irvis Pursley, this guy wants 19 gold for the information. Are we that liquid? Do we have that much?
And he's immediately met with, love me tender, love me true. I've got 15 gold just for you.
I love it so much.
I should have knocked before I entered.
Walking into a bard's mind is not a good idea.
That is a veritable dungeon.
Yeah.
I'll speak into Razor's mind as
Pleasure.
well. And say, hey, this guy needs 5 more gold for the information that we need from him. Can you give me that?
Razor immediately walks up to the table, slams 5 gold in front of you, looks at you, never do that again, and then walks off.
That's fair. Well, it looks like you're 6 gold in, 14 more to go. Shouldn't be too hard for people with your skill set.
I don't want to go all meta and walk over there.
I'll dual mind with Irvis Pursley again and like, hey, all right, 14 gold if you have it.
All right, I'm gonna walk over there and I'm going to see if I can try and persuade him to 10, so we can have a little bit left for the party.
As you walk up, he's like, "Oh, hello. I thought I saw
Hey,
you."
how you doing?
Lovely tunes you were crafting down there.
Well, thank you very much.
So are you also here to sway my mind?
I'm here for the fame and the fortune. Right now, it looks like you're trying to get my fortune.
Well, you all must be new here to Waterdeep, and information is both fame and fortune, and it holds really the keys to everything you seek, and with that, information is not cheap. So, I hate to be that person, but you're 14 gold shy of how much this information costs.
Listen here, little loper. We got things we need to do. How about we just go ahead and give you a little bit now, and then once we're done rescuing this person, we'll come on back over here and we'll settle up with you, right?
Well, I have a feeling if I give you this information, I won't be able to come around for a bit. So I need all up front, or I can give you a piece of it. I mean, if you want a piece...
Mr. Pursley, did he tell you what we needed to know yet?
Not yet.
How many of there are you? Just bring them all to me so we don't have this game.
I'll dual mind with Curio. Curio, we probably need your natural charm.
What?
And I throw another peanut at Curio.
Okay, I'm coming. And I join them.
Roger walks forward.
And I introduce him as this here's Curio and this is Roger.
That was really cool, Mr. Howe.
So what we got here, we got Loper. He's trying to get 20 gold out of us, and I'm trying to not give him 20 gold. I was thinking more of 15 for some top-notch information.
We're at 6 right now, so...
You want money to tell us where a missing person is who's in danger by a witch?
Well, danger is subjective.
She's a witch. She's in danger. And she can't even talk. She can't yell for help. And you're gonna nickel and dime us, or sorry, copper and silver us?
Our buddy Curio here's got a point. You'd be doing us all a great service and helping save a life.
Go ahead and give me persuasion with advantage.
Which one, me or him?
Whoever has better. I'll let either of you choose.
I have a +3, so...
I'm +4.
The good old guilt
You
trip.
do it.
You're right,
That's right.
Bog.
Ooh, that's a natural 20.
24 total, huh? Woohoo!
And
I'm gonna give him the doe eyes. The innocent lamb.
After the guilt trip's laid by Curio and Irvis, he was just fine.
Should pay us.
All right, don't say it was me, okay? But
I don't even know your name.
well, yeah, I like your style.
Miss Lily told us his name was Loper.
Curio. That was the other fellow.
Oh, okay. There was another fella?
Oh, yeah.
He gets a little agitated. He's like, do you guys want this information or not? You don't get
Absolutely.
this very often, all right?
Yes, please, gods.
And so, just again, don't tell him it was me, but if you do, I'm dead, you're dead, we're all dead, okay? Hex will do worse than what anybody could do. But he keeps a secret house, separate from his manor, over in the trade ward, where he does, his dirty work, if you will. But you gotta keep it away from the fancy folk and the high living, right? You can't. They don't like this kind of stuff.
What exactly is Hex's dirty work?
Well, he casts his rituals there, and he's keeping a pretty ashen-haired lady there. She is still alive. I know that, but if you want to keep it that way, you better hurry. And at this point, Lily walks up and she says, is that singer that you're talking about? And he goes, I don't know her name. I've just seen her there. But look for the blue house with a white shingle roof at Dakir Street, Drakiir. Near the Way of the Dragon. It's the main. You can't miss it. And that's the place you're looking for. And as he says that, he kind of smirks like a pompous prick that he is. And that's all I know. I'll be on my way. And he takes the 6 gold puts in his pocket, and gets up and leaves.
Nice. So
As he's walking away, I say, money, honey, if you want to get along with me.
Would you want my money?
Not your money.
Whose money? I'm confused.
Loafer.
And he just leaves. He's like, I'm confused, and he's just gonna leave. I don't know what you want. And so this table is really a 2-person table. Lily says, "So I got the tail end of that. Is that everything that we're looking for? Did we find out where Sanger might be?"
Does Lily know anything about Hex? And I don't tell her anything about Hex. I just start asking about Hex. I don't give her any of the information that we have just gotten.
I just know he's a witch. And he wore a black cloak. And he did reveal his name was Hex Vand, Vand. And so I did some digging, and it looks like he is a noble around here. And it was his ship that went down. I'm not sure why he would do this to the person he hired to sing at his ship. I don't understand.
Okay, now I'm going to start giving her a little bit of the information and asking her if she can get us over to Dakar Street, the blue house with the white shingle roofs, and see if we can talk on the way.
Yeah, absolutely. And so there's carriages kind of throughout Waterdeep, and she's like, well, let's, quicker we go, we can catch a carriage, stop a few houses back, maybe on the Way of the Dragon, and then walk through Dakar Street and find it. That way we're not being dropped off right in front, right? So she flags down a carriage, pays the
How much?
Go ahead.
Oh, she's paying for it? All right, good.
Yeah, just a couple copper. It's not too expensive. And so y'all climb into the carriage. So it's going to be about 10 minutes. I don't know what we're going to face here, but I do suggest that we, prepare for anything. If he's a witch, you never know what magic he could have lying in wait, or what we're gonna see.
We're always prepared.
Yep. And I'll pull out my wand, and it is a very, very green twig.
What? Why do you carry a twig?
It's my wand. I had this since I was 7.
Oh. I guess I'm not too familiar with, what all your customs may be up here, but I saw a bunch of them on some of the trees over there.
Oh, you have to find the right one. It tells you when it's right.
What does it speak to you?
Well, not like people talk. You just kind of know.
You get the
Is
feeling.
that how it works for everybody?
I don't.
No, not at all.
Oh.
I don't know.
Okay.
The only thing that speaks to me, Mama, is the rhythm.
Oh god. Okay. So about 10 minutes does go by, and the coach driver drops you off at the Way of the Dragon, which is the cross street into Dakar Street. If you're not familiar with Waterdeep, Way of the Dragon is like this giant thoroughfare through the middle of the city. It pretty much traverses all the wards, and Dakar Street is a branch off of that. And he's like, well, here you go. Is there anything else you'd be requiring? Do you want me to wait? And she's like, no. Thank you, and gives him a couple copper with a tip. So I guess we just walk and look, right? So she'll just start kind of checking each house on each side.
We're looking for a blue house with a white shingle roofs.
Yeah, you walk for a few minutes, and plain as day, the only blue house. So everything's a nice brown and like white, just general like muted colors, ones that don't really stand out. But plain as day, blue house, white shingles. As you look at the house, it does sit off the street just a little bit. It has well-kept bushes, trees within the area. As you get closer and, you can see the entire house, you see a stone path that leads to white double doors that you would assume is the main entrance. And then a smaller branch off of that main path to a wood door to the east, which you can see is the side entrance. But
Is there...
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, is there anything peculiar about the house that we need to notice? Flashing lights, storm clouds, lightning bolts.
No.
Any indication that we're interfering with a ritual right now?
No. So, as you do look, it's a nice day. It's a summer day. As you do look at the other houses around you, all of their shutters and windows are open on the top levels. All the, doors, some doors open, getting a nice breeze in there. As you look at this one, all shutters, the white shutters on this, are shut.
The man likes his privacy, I guess. Can't blame him for that.
Yeah, especially if he's kidnapping people and doing rituals.
I think there's more to this whole boat and everything else, but that's not what we're here for.
Should we? I am a bit, I'm a bit nervous. I don't normally just go tromping through people's yards, but.
Oh, well, use the stone path, and I'd recommend not tromping and just walking at a moderate pace.
So we want
to go getting winded.
Try the front door.
Dong Avon calling.
Is anyone going to the front door? Because if anyone's going to the front door, I'm going to go around to the side, at least to the corner, so I can see the side and keep contact with whomever's going to the front. Sure. Or I'll go to the front door myself, whatever.
You're kind of quiet there, Cranky.
I said, I don't suppose if we ask him nicely, he'll just give her back.
I don't think that's a possibility.
Okay.
Well, shall we? And you see Lily take the first steps into the yard.
Halashtai will very bravely fall in line right behind her.
Love it.
Rosmer's going to push up to the front and go up straight to the door.
And I'm just going to say to everyone, when things go wrong, don't go with them.
It's true.
Huh? Sure.
And so you see her try the handle, and oh, damn it! Oh, this one appears to be locked. Anybody good with these? Got no thieves?
Got a disguise kit. I could disguise myself as a door-to-door salesman, or a traveling evangelist.
Can we interest you in a vacuum?
I have proficiency in thieves' tools, but I do not have thieves' tools.
I bet you Mr. Razor can get us through. Right?
Stunbuck.
Okay.
Can I go check the side door to see if it's unlocked? Since
go ahead. As you walk up to that door, it is also locked. If you want to give me an investigation check, we can go through that.
Me?
Yeah,
or...
if you want. If you want to look closer into it, we can.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
That's going to be a 3 on the dice. Yeah, that's a 3.
It's a wall. It's a wall to you. This door doesn't open. I don't get it.
I believe this door is broken. Wrong accent. Hey, this door is broken.
Scottish. Okay.
Goddish Elvis.
Razor.
I think I'm in love.
Shoulder in and just.
Always the last resort. Yeah, I'll just try to ram into the door and open it.
Okay, yeah, give me a strength check.
Yeah, that's an 8. Probably not happen.
So you put your shoulder down and just try and bust through it, and you feel that it's solid all the way across this. So normally, the door would hinge open, almost as if there's a bar on the other side that is latching it shut.
Thought of something. We never tried knocking until now.
He just knocked. I
Well,
mean,
there was just a very loud knock.
That was a cop knock.
A what?
A cop knock.
open up, please. Yeah, it was loud, but it's pretty solid. So it doesn't make a big bang. It's just as you hit it, it kind of just doesn't really move, and you're like.
While we're messing with the door, I'm casting mage armor.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Are there windows on the front of this house?
Yeah, they're all shut with the shutters.
Like wooden shutters?
Wooden shutters on the outside have closed them. They do have a small slit where the two shutters would meet, and you can see that those also have a bar from the inside. Upon closer inspection.
If I don't have thieves' tools, is there any other way I could try to pick the lock with disadvantage or something like that?
Sorry, I got 7 mutes going. I could say you're crafty enough to figure it out. Yeah, I'll make the check a little bit higher. So you could try it.
I'm going to try to pick this lock with my small knife.
Okay, love it.
That first one is a 21. Am I rolling with disadvantage, or is that it?
No. I just made the check harder. Yeah. So as you start to pick the lock on this, and you figure out that there is in fact a board blocking it as well. As you pick the lock, you hear the board just go almost as if it is a contraption to bring itself in so that the door will open. But with such a high roll, I'm going to be a nice DM and say you also encounter the trap that is there with it, and you quickly disable it in your deft skill of picking a lock with a blade. Yeah,
Trap.
so you quickly disable it, and as you look into this room, I can give you guys a picture. So this is going to be the entire map as a whole. Please ignore most of it. Otherwise I'll call you filthy cheaters. Just kidding. So as you look, you guys are at the front entryway here. So where those double doors are, you look directly in and you're looking into this giant circular chamber.
This one room is bigger than my whole house.
Do I know that I disarmed that trap accidentally?
Oh yeah, you get the click from the trap. So as you do look into there, let's pull that up. What number 7 is?
While you're looking at that, Halash I will just real quick say, by the way, we should probably check for traps quite frequently while we're in here. These nobility types don't really like when people like us break into their home.
Well, that makes you kidnap people.
Yeah, so, okay. So you enter a large, low-lit circular room. A large sigil is painted on the floor, surrounded by manacles mounted to the wall. A wide eye centered in the middle of a pentagram stands out with white paint, with deep grooves gouged into the floor, evenly spaced unlit candles, complete with the circle's sinister implications. To the west sits a dark gauge. And as you stand there and look around and kind of your eyes adjust to that light, also, just whoever rolls next, by the way, Two Socks redeemed a D4. So anybody in the party can go ahead and add a D4 to the next roll. Whoever gets the next roll and wants to use it, it is there for you. So as your eyes adjust to this low light, but it's darker than outside, and you notice that there are 4 figures standing towards the back of this circle. And as
Irvis is going to walk back around the side of the building and, I guess, follow them in.
Okay. And as Halashtai, as you open these doors and do you take a step in?
Yes, I do.
These 4 figures rush at you, swords drawn. And as they get closer, you see that they're 4 skeletons. So, we're going to go ahead and roll initiative, folks. I mean, it's 4...
We out here!
4 quarter challenge ratings equal a 1 for level 1s, right?
Have I made it to him yet?
Yeah. I would say the party's near together. So go ahead and roll your initiative. I'll just track what I got.
Dead last. I rolled 1.
Ooh.
I rolled a 19. Surprisingly.
Who rolled the 1? Razor?
Me, yeah.
18 or 19, Curio?
19.
Okay. Irvis?
7 + 2, 9.
And Halashtai?
I rolled a natural 20 for a total of 20.
All right. So as Halashtai, as you look, you do see that these all have short bows and swords on them. And there are 4 of them. They're going to be at the back of there. So since we are playing Theater of the Mind, it's going to be about 30 feet from that front door to where each of them are. They are each spread about 5 to 10 feet apart from each other. So you can get to one, but then you won't be directly with all of them. But Halashtai, you are up first.
Okay. And you said they were about 30 feet away from me?
Correct.
Okay. Well, as they start rushing towards me, I scream, "This is what doing good deeds gets you!" And I'm going to slap my chest, and this sickly pink violet energy goes all around me. I cast Blade Ward on myself.
Ooh.
And then I want to rush to be behind Razor because he is thick and full of muscle.
Love it. Okay. Anything else in your turn?
No, that's it.
Okay. Curio with a 19. You are up next.
Okay. Golly, gee whiz, these things are scary. And I'm gonna use a dice because the clicker isn't working. Oh no. 5 plus... yeah, no. I was gonna do a firebolt, but it's only 10.
You can add a D4 if you would like. And use that up. There's a chance. There's a 50-50 chance.
Let's use it. Oh, a whole 11 now.
Yeah, you don't hit.
Yeah.
It was 50-50. Good, it is good use. But
Just fling my little green stick, and it just goes right past them.
And you see Lily unimpressed.
Lily will remember this.
Irvis, you are up next.
I'm going to use Vicious Mockery at the one closest to whomever is in the lead. I'm going to target the first one that's going to make contact with the party.
Okay.
And I'm going to point at it and yell, "You look like the armpit of an unshaven boar hog, mama."
Gross.
Yeah.
And so that is a wisdom save, is that correct?
Yeah, 14.
These are not smart, but they rolled a 19 minus 1 for an 18.
Oh, I'm all shook up.
God damn it.
Can you say TPK?
All right, Irvis. Anything else?
I'm going to move into the room and try and get a better vantage point where if I need to use any spell, no one's in the line of fire.
Okay, that's fair. Left or right?
I will go right, because if you can't get right, you're going to get left.
True, that is true. It's the skeleton's turn, and you see all 4 of them pull the short bow. And 2 are going to come at you, Razor, and 2 are going to go at Irvis. So first one is a 6 total. Sure that doesn't hit Razor. And then a 9 to you, Irvis. Sure that doesn't hit.
Negative.
Okay, a 16 to you, Razor.
Nope.
No, son of a biscuit. And then a crit fail.
It's nice to know everyone in the room sucks.
We're going dice jail with these. I gotta get some new skull splitter dice.
That's the fair one.
Okay, so all 4 shoot at you guys and miss wildly. And we're gonna go to Razor. Razor, it's your turn.
Razor's gonna just yell out and charge forward. You said they were 5 feet apart?
Correct.
Okay. He's gonna rush up between 2 of them and strike with his axe at 1.
Okay.
And that is a 18.
That hits. And also, Philosophy, the oof button is... We need it in this game tonight.
And that is 9 damage.
Okay. Still standing, but you cut some off. Now, if you were to think there's 2 on the left and 2 on the right, would you go left or right?
I'm gonna go left.
Okay. Might help if I actually wrote you left and not right. Okay.
Alright, and then I'm gonna use my shield master feat to shove the one behind me. So I swing at one, turn around, shove with the other one behind me with my shield.
Okay. Is that a strength? I'm not terribly familiar with that feat off the top of my head.
It's basically the shove action. You just
That should be a contested check.
it's the special melee attack, is all it is.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
So that's probably gonna be a fail. That is an 8.
Yeah, it does not hit. You try. Unfortunately, you don't make it.
That's alright.
Okay, so we're gonna go back to the top of the order. Hal, you're up.
All right. Halashtai, from where he is, he's not going to move, but he's going to put one hand up into the air in front of him and say, "Eat this, boneheads!" And he's going to cast Sacred Flame at one on the left.
Okay, deck save.
Yes, deck save 13.
18 plus 2, 20. I'm sorry. Saves are killing it tonight. Attacks are pretty bad. Anything else, Hal?
No, Hal will stay there.
Okay, Curio.
This time for sure. 10?
10 does not hit. Oh my goodness.
And another firebolt just goes and hits the wall.
Folks in the chat, if you have channel points, they need it tonight. Please send channel points to this group. We've had like 8
please.
misses. Oh my goodness.
Can we buy them ourselves?
You gotta. It's time in chat's what's gonna get them for you. All right. So Curio, anything else you would like to do?
Pout.
Pout. It's fair.
Is that a free action?
And so Lily's gonna run up to the doorway, and she's going to shoot a small short bow directly in. Fucking 4 plus 4, 8 does not hit. Son of a. All right, Irvis, you're up.
The one that's engaged with the Razor, I'm going to try Vicious Mockery on that one, and I'm just going to look at it and I'm say, well, why don't you give me your weapon so I can hit myself with it? Because that'd be more effective than you trying it. That's a Wisdom 14.
It's a 10.
All right, sweet. It's going to be a 1d4.
And you said the one Razor hit?
Yeah, the one that's... I'm always going to target the most immediate danger.
Okay.
So, and that's shit, do I not have anything I can level 1. That is 1 point of psychic damage.
He feels it.
I know I feel it.
Still alive.
For my bonus, I'm going to use Bardic Inspiration on Razor.
Okay.
I'm going to say, love me tender, love me true.
Vod double muted.
Here's some inspiration just for you.
Dude, Vod double
Raza
muted.
gives you a strange look, but he feels a little stronger.
Love it.
That's going to be a D6, sir.
Okay, so Razor, you're taking 2 short sword attacks, and
Yep.
you're going to take 2 short bow attacks as well.
Okay.
So 18,
That
19, 5, and an 11. So the first 2 were the short swords.
Do matches go to player or?
Matches go to attacker.
Okay, then I get hit by the first 2.
Okay. 6 plus 2. 6 plus 2. Double max damage. So that's 16 total damage.
Oh.
Does Razor...
16 total damage?
Yeah.
Razor's on the ground.
Oh no!
Oh my god!
Things going great.
Folks, you can't make this up. Double max damage on level 1 characters. Bad news bears, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm not singing ever again.
Hopefully y'all got some healing spells. But, Razor, it's your turn. Give me a death saving roll, please.
Uh-huh.
Oh lord.
I'm so sorry.
That's a 10.
A 10. Yeah, that passes.
Okay.
Also, this is what you get when you come to FeatherFall Tabletop. We're here to murder PCs and... No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I have to say, my Virgin game is going so well.
Yeah, welcome.
Pretty bad when your tanky fighter dies in 1 attack spree.
Technically, it was 2 attacks, but 1 round of volleys to you.
It was my singing that threw you off.
Off
It
balance.
was supposed to
right?
inspire you, but it distracted you.
Okay, so you have 1 success, Razor. We're going to go to the top of the order. Hal, you just saw your most cherished Viking combatant fall down. What is next?
Never mind, he is our only Viking combatant. But,
Most cherished and only met like an hour ago.
yeah. Halashtai is going to put, his middle finger up to his temple, a la Charles Xavier, and this little circle is going to appear in the middle of his forehead, and out from that circle is going to shoot another sickly pinkish energy. I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast at one of the skeletons that felled Razor.
Forehead?
Out of my forehead, my name.
Oh,
Ooh.
I love it.
That's sick.
Yeah, go ahead.
All hail the Eldritch Forehead.
I
thought it was a 20 at first. I was about to go crazy, but it is a 10 for a 15 to hit.
15 hits. Are you hitting the already damaged one? Okay.
Yes. And that will be a whole whopping 2 damage.
Good news. This one was almost dead. And as it hits, it just like its bones just crumble and fall down. Much like the sound I just made.
and then I'm going to use my bonus action to use Healing Light. And then that voice in Halashti's head says, "Help your friend get Razor back on his feet." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know, I'm on it." And I'm going to cast Healing Light, and I'm going to use one of my d6. I have 2 d6 to spend until I have a long rest. Hey! Razor gets 4 HP back.
Hey, you.
Hey.
Okay. Anything else, Hal? That was a good turn.
Thank you, and that will be the end of my turn.
I do feel the tides may be turning in your favor. But
Don't you jinx us.
Yeah.
Don't.
It was, but now it's
I
not.
can do whatever I want. It's going to be Lily's turn. She's going to take a quick short bow.
I thought you were about to say a short rest. But hey, what are you doing?
It's break time.
Lily, just sit down.
30 minutes.
Folks,
I am
folks,
tired.
I changed up my die. I'm rolling with the buy die that I got.
Okay.
And the heart, if you don't know, is a nat 20. So Lily, nat 20s, the one on the left. What's the damage on short bows, guys? I don't remember off the top of my head. D6.
Is it a D6?
Yeah, D6
I
plus
looked at
2.
the D6.
So I just rolled double the attack dice, add your modifier once. That's how I do it. So a 5 plus 2 is going to be 9 if I remember my math correctly. And that's the other one that's standing above you, Razor. But, shit, I missed your turn, Curio. Didn't do
I'm
that on
offended.
purpose. But, Curio, you're
Or not. Okay, so I'm gonna squint my eyes at these 3 skeletons left, correct?
3 skeletons left, yep.
Alright, and point my little green stick at them. Give me a goddamn good roll. Does a 16 hit?
It sure does.
Okay. They get, well, the first one of them that I'm aiming at, gets 5 piercing damage as a shaft of ice pops right out of the tip of my green little stick. And when it hits him, it shatters, and cold pieces of ice go scattering, and the others have to make a DC 13 dex save. Well, they all have to make a DC 13 dex save.
How does that work with Razor right there?
He's on the floor, so it goes over his head.
Okay, that's fair. The one you do hit, are you hitting the damage one that Lily just shot at?
Yeah, let's start
Okay.
with let's hit him with the 5 piercing,
So that one's dead.
and then then the other 2 have to make the next save.
Fudge and Fart. A 6 and a 4 does not make it.
No,
Is that their
That's-
names?
Fudge and Fart, yeah.
Fudge and Fart. Well, Fudge and Fart just took 9 cold damage.
Total, both of them.
Both of them.
Level 1, please nerf Blizzard. Jeez.
Curio, that big strong boy.
No shit. Why didn't we invite this guy earlier? Thanks for showing up.
Fire didn't work. I had to try ice.
His invitation was lost in the mail.
Oh goodness. All right.
I was distracted by Mr. Pursley's fantastic singing.
It is fantastic. And speaking of fantastic singing, Mr. Irvis Pursley, it is your turn.
Y'all are never going to invite me again because of this. I know it. I've got 30 foot movement. Can I make it to Razor?
Yep.
Okay, and he's still prone.
He's prone, but he is got 4 hit points, I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna get down close enough to where I can put a hand on him. I'm gonna keep an eye on the skeleton. Curio, or did that skeleton get shattered?
The one right next, standing over Razor, is shattered. The 2 that are probably
Okay.
10 feet away are still alive.
All right. All right, and then I'm just going to sing "Shot to the heart, and you're in pain, baby. You give
Oh my
life
God.
a bad name."
Triple
And-
muted.
And cure him for 1d8 plus 4. So that's going to be 8.
Nice.
Nice. Back
I'm
up
back.
to full.
And if the pod does get muted, man, I'm really sorry, but I doubt it because there's
It doesn't
no
matter.
way Content Match will get my ass.
No one could ever claim that was singing.
Not at all.
You feel the love in the room tonight, everybody. And speaking of love,
And Bardic Inspiration for Strong Boy Curie over there. And I'm going to go, whoop!
Madam
I just took a
Curio.
DNA test. I'm 100% that bard giving inspiration up in it.
We're mixing genres here.
And that's a D4,
I believe it's a D6.
That song.
D6.
Speaking of sending love, the skeletons are going to send love to you, Irvis.
I knew it.
Actually, probably to Curio. He's done the most damage.
Oh, that's fine. I mean,
So yeah.
they just want to shut me up, and I understand.
So Curio, first one was a 22. I believe that hits.
Shit. Yeah.
And then second one's a 13.
No, that one does not hit because Mage Armor is 14.
Son of a bitch. 3 total damage. I rolled a 1.
Thank God. I mean, yay.
You can call me Irvis.
You said 3 damage, correct?
3 damage.
Okay, I'm still up.
Hervis taking requests. Okay. Razor, it's your turn.
Yes. Well, I'm gonna stand up. Kind of shake myself off. He's having more fight in them than I expected. And then I'm gonna do one. Whatever movement I will.
And you cut out at the very end there.
I'm gonna charge at one.
Okay.
With whatever movement.
Yeah, about 10 feet away.
Alright. And that is a 16.
Oh, it definitely hits.
Fantastic. Oh yeah, max damage 13.
That one like just shatters and its bones fly across the room. So you're down to 1 left.
Nice.
Anything else?
That's all I got.
Okay, top of the order, Hal.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm going to use a Eldritch Forehead again on the last remaining skeleton.
Yep.
Okay. It is Sparky Boo Man. That is a 19 to hit.
That would do it.
Man, that's 1 damage.
Not dead. You needed a 2. So it's still standing there. But next up would be Curio, the man, the myth, the legend.
Whoa, I'm the legend. Oh.
Cold worked, so I'm doing it again. Except I point my green stick at him, and a blue beam pops out of it. And 19 plus 5.
Definitely hits.
And then that's a D8 damage. So, and they get whopping 2 points. Frost damage, cold damage.
Luckily, with Hal's 1 point plus your original 9, that's enough to do it. How do you want this last skeleton to fall?
As the ray of frost hits the chest, you just see the frost just kind of creep all over the ribs,
In the background, you hear
and then
me.
it just crumbles.
In the background, you hear me. We are the champions. No time for losing.
So much copyright.
I cast light on my fingertip.
So as you hear this last skeleton fall, you do hear some noise. We'll put it that way. Hard to make out because it kind of echoes down this long hallway, but you do hear it coming from straight into the left. And we are out of combat for the moment.
We hear noise to the left.
Yeah, if you were looking at the map, so you're in the semicircle or the circle,
right.
You're in 7. You would hear it coming from the hallway to the left and to the very top of the 7.
Gotcha. You guys hear that over there? Bet you it's the witch.
And I'm gonna check on I'm gonna answer Curio, and I'm gonna be like, oh, I heard it all right. And I'm gonna check on Razor, and then I'm gonna kind of give a small little, rallying speech. Just yeah, it's a hell of a good job, everybody. We showed them a thing or two.
Well, we're not done yet, so I guess we follow the noise. And Lily just takes off forward.
Halashtai will go right behind her.
And I'm behind Halashtai.
I'm letting the big guy go first.
Yeah,
And I'll be behind him.
Okay. So as you look down this long corridor, it's a nice cobblestone, all the way down. And then you see a wooden door at the very end, closed. But you can kind of hear sounds coming from that room. Straight down.
What kind of... Go ahead.
I was going to say, could I check the door?
It is locked.
Okay. Could I do a perception check this time?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or would it be investigate? Would it be perception or investigate to check for traps?
I would do an investigation for checking for traps. If you want to look for trap mechanisms and just stand back at a distance, you could do perception.
From a distance is Halashtai's game, so from downtown, I will scope out this door.
Son bitch.
That is a 10.
It's all good. No issues with it.
That looks like a good door, everybody.
Solid. It's a door. And you figure out how it opens. It opens inward. It has some nice hinges at the very top. Some solid brass fixtures on it. No, but no traps.
Do we hear anything from the other side of the door?
Yeah, you hear banging.
In the room or on the door?
In the room, and you hear people talking. You hear sounds for sure.
Well, golly, what do we do now? We just kick the door in?
And Lily is going to suggest, would you like to put your shoulder into this one, please? And she kind of points to you, Razor.
Just don't do what you did with the other door.
Hey, this time, knock it down.
Ross kind of just rolls his eyes.
My shoulder still hurts.
He turns so that he's using the other shoulder. Because, yeah, it does still hurt a little bit. It was a pretty solid door. And he's going to walk back in the hallway and take a running start at it this time.
I'll give you advantage.
Nice. I appreciate that. That's a 18.
Yeah, this time, almost like a bull, stepping back, you kick that foot every once in a while, and then you just run shoulder in. Much easier. This one is not nearly as strong. It doesn't have that bar hanging on that backside, and this door just flies open.
It's an inside door, not an outside door.
Exactly. It's a hollow core, $50 door from Menards. You don't really want those. Those are the ones you could, barely just poke through. But as this door flies open, you see a nobleman in loose black robes as he sits on a velvet dining chair. Flanked by two skeletons standing in a guard position, he raises his glass of wine to Lily and all of you as he enters. Honestly, I thought you would have been here days ago. We have been waiting for you, and I have grown bored of this game that we play. And he jerks his head behind him, and you see a beautiful red-headed woman actually ashen-haired woman, sorry, chained to the wall. She yanks against the bonds and glares at the man. Oh, my apologies. Where are my manners? My name's Hexvand, and you have all broken into my workshop for some reason. And he stands to give a mocking bow. Picks up the quarterstaff next to his chair and continues. Now that you are here, sweet mermaid, you can join this sacrifice to my patron. And all the rest of you, and he kind of, Princess Eric, we have found exactly, Bogwitch, and he kind of motions to the lot of you, and all of you as well. Now, power is not. Your legs came at the cost of Singer's voice, but the reward I will get for all of you will make my revenge even sweeter. I'll make sure to kill her first so you can watch. And at this point, you see Lily, the bright red hair, just draw her dagger. On your go. And we're going to roll initiative.
Golly, Mr. Hex, you're not very nice at all. Take people and then you want to kill everybody?
Well,
Oh, your parents, why?
Terrible, terrible people. Let me grab this real quick. Yeah, so go ahead and roll an initiative.
Halashtai has a 16 if you're ready for initiative.
Yep.
Yeah, let me know when you're ready for me.
Yeah, go ahead.
17.
What's your dex,
also has a
Irvis?
17.
15.
What's your dex, Irvis and Razor?
My initiative, I had a 15 on the die, so +2 with initiative, and my dex is a +4 or 14.
My dex is.
I'm sorry.
So no.
I'm sorry, +2 or 14. I was
Okay.
looking at acrobatics.
What was yours, Razor?
+1.
Okay, so we actually got 3 right at 17, so skeletons have a +2 as well. I'll give you, Irvis, the go first there. And then the skeletons, and then Razor, and then Hal, and then Hex. So Irvis, you are up first.
All right. Let's start off with True Strike on Vex. See what we can do about him.
Okay.
And that's just a concentration. Gives me a brief insight into his defenses.
Okay.
And, well, it looks like next turn I'll have advantage on the roll against the target. Okay. And I guess bonus action. Who's after me? Razor?
Skeletons are directly after you, and then Razor. Yep.
Okay, and then I'm going to use a Bardic Inspiration on Razor. And I'm just going to say, every rose has its thorns. It's like every day it's got its DC.
I can tell what genre of music Khan listens to. Lizzo threw me off.
Yeah,
All right.
that one was a little off.
Yeah, well, that
Everyone
was
listens to Lizzo.
True.
That was a request from chat, not Lizzo. But
Oh, I love it.
You heard it here first, folks. Lizzo specifically requested Khan sing her song.
Yes.
well, the rumor is that Lizzo's busy singing everybody else's song, so why not?
True. And what we are known for around here is perpetuating those rumors. Anyways. All right. Anything else, Khan?
Fighting
Irvis?
words.
I guess for movement, I'm going to angle myself a little bit better on Vex, right?
Yeah. So if you were to
Hex.
look at that Hex Vond, if you were to look at that map, our dog is pissed off.
Was that me?
If you were to look at that room, it's at number 11 in the bottom corner. Directly at the far back, in the dead center of the bottom of that, is where Hex is sitting, and then direct to his right and to his left is where the two skeletons are. And you guys would have entered through the door clearly.
All right, so I'm going to move up and left so I'm not blocking the door. Put me one square closer
Okay.
with a line of sight off of my right side.
Sure. So those two skeletons are going to shoot you, one for a 20 and one for a 6. I assume the 20 hits.
Yep.
For 5 points of damage. And Razor, it's your turn. And actually, they're going to take 15 feet forward to be between you and Hex.
Okay. Are they standing how far apart?
They're 10 feet apart.
10 feet apart? Okay. I will rush them on the left.
Okay.
Go for a strike with my axe.
And Con, you did True Strike on Hex, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
And it's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20, that definitely hits.
Yeah. That is 9 damage.
Whew. Rolling big. Okay. Anything else, Razor?
I'll go ahead and try to shield bash that one too.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Nope.
Nope. Not even gonna say it.
Nope.
I bluff this one. I'll muck it into the pile. Okay. Hal, your turn.
All right. How big is this room that everybody's going into?
It's about 20 by 20.
Okay.
It's pretty small.
Okay. Halashtai will kind of step in and mosey along the wall, and he'll say, "We're here to do good deeds for purely altruistic reasons." And as he lies, he casts Sacred Flame at one of the skeletons.
Okay. Dex save.
And that is a dex save 13.
18 is where we're at tonight, folks.
Well, Sacred Flame will never happen. I'm sorry, Sacred Flame fans. Sacred Flame fans.
The flame fans of the Sacred.
Yeah, and that's my turn.
Okay.
Dang it.
Curio.
Okay. Well then, I sort the floors to work again, and my green stick comes out. And
yeah, you got robot enemy there.
Discord behave or else.
Discord's having some issues tonight for sure.
Yep. Anyway, my green stick comes out, and blue ray of frost, and I roll a 7 to hit.
Doesn't hit.
And it just goes, what?
Yeah, wait.
Bounces off the tiles a little bit and crashes into a corner, and just this little bead of frost just forms in the corner. I pout again.
Okay. It's Hex's turn. He's gonna walk up to you, Razor, and touch your shoulder as you're fighting his skeletons, and cast Inflict Wounds. Oh, son of a bitch. A 14. I can only assume that doesn't hit.
Nope.
Well, that's his turn. He's not gonna do anything else. Lily's going to take her short bow and shoot one of the skeletons for 15. That hits. D6 plus 2 is a 6. So the one that is not hit by you, Razor, is hurt too. So both are damaged. Back to the top of the order. Irvis.
And what was my insight on Hex?
What?
What's he vulnerable to?
Oh, I missed giving you that. No vulnerabilities.
Oh,
No immunities though either. So.
Okay.
No resistances either.
And I still, well, hell, it's. You know what? I'm just going to strike at him with my rapier.
Okay.
That seems like the thing to do. All right, and I get this attack at advantage, correct? With True Strike.
Yes, correct.
Highest on the die is at 18 plus 4, 22.
Definitely hits.
So 1d8 plus 2. That's going to be a 9. 7 plus 2.
Jesus. Okay, yeah, he's still standing strong. He kind of chortles at you as you hit him. Anything else, Ernest?
I can't go anywhere. If I move, that's going to be a target opportunity for someone, right?
Well, and so all three of them are standing right directly around Razor, and you came right up to Hex. So if you move, you will get an attack of opportunity from Hex and the skeleton.
Can't afford that. Okay. All right. I hope I'm not in anybody's way.
No, you're fine. Yeah, it's everything. This is fine. It's fine. It's the skeleton's turn. They're both gonna just short sword Razor. 14 and a 13 don't hit, so it's your turn, Razor. Son of a bitch.
Alright. So that one skeleton is still standing in front of me?
Yeah, he's hurt pretty bad,
Right.
though.
They're all hurt, right?
Yes. One is bloody, one would be bloodied, one is not bloodied.
Okay, got it. I will swing with my axe at the skeleton.
Okay.
That is a 20.
Yeah, that hits. Faux show.
Are we double dice or double the roll?
However you want to do it. I typically say roll twice.
Okay, I'm good with that. Your DM, your way goes.
I like to give the option. Two.
Well, I rolled 2 ones. Plus 5.
Oh man.
Has anybody been using their inspiration?
I have not.
Good
I can't
news.
use it for
No.
The inspiration lasts for 10 minutes.
Good news.
Yeah, I can't use it for damage though.
That's enough to kill it. These only have like 12 hit points, so they're not too beefy.
That's fair.
So that one is dead. Anything else?
I guess I can shield bash it.
Okay.
Hex.
Ooh, Hex this time, huh?
Hey, a 17.
Oh, that hits.
All right. So I'm gonna knock him prone.
Okay. As you knock him prone, he's gonna go, oh, I can still cast from the ground. Okay. Yeah, so he is now prone. True Strike has worn off. Hal, you're next.
So help me with the rules for going prone. I know ranged attacks have some sort of disadvantage against prone targets, but is that only within so many feet or outside of so many feet?
No.
It's disadvantage
it's
for
just there.
ranged and advantage for melee.
Yep. Exactly.
Okay.
Just flat.
Okay. Well, poopy.
I believe the rules raw as they are. If you're in melee range with somebody, it's a disadvantage with ranged anyways. I don't play that way because I think you can hit somebody straight up that way anyways. So
Okay.
But yes, disadvantage if he's prone to ranged attacks.
Okay. Then is there still one skeleton standing?
There is still one.
All right. I will Eldritch forehead against it.
I laugh every time.
19 to hit.
Okay. Yeah. Yes.
Hey, that's 10 damage. Max damage, baby.
It is dead.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, yeah. So skeleton. Sorry, I was having to post a funny GIF in the chat. Skeleton 2 is dead, and I imagine that is exactly what Hal looks like. Okay, Curio, you're up. The only person left standing is Hex.
Okay. Well, he's not standing. Isn't he prone?
He's true. He is prone.
Then I'm going to run over to him and slide on my knees and point my green stick right on his chest. And kaboom! There's a thunderclap.
Ooh, I love it.
And he has to make a DC 13 con save.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I just made a poop.
Is that the one that hits everything around you, though? Or is that just the cantrip one?
That's the cantrip one.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
So it's only 5 feet. Yeah.
16.
Damn it. Oh, sorry, I swore. Kirio says that. He's like, oh, sorry. Because nothing
I'll
happened.
throw a peanut at him.
Okay.
Knock it off.
Anything else, Curio?
I just glare at the bad guy. You're mean.
That's fair enough. It is the bad guy's turn. And
It's nice knowing you all.
Does the bad guy say that while lounging?
it's the
Fair enough.
He's like, he's propped up on an elbow.
Yeah. Aren't you a little
Hit me like
tall
one of
for a
your French
spellcaster?
ladies.
Hit me like one of your French ladies.
He's actually going to go ahead and grab your ankle again, Razor.
Oh boy.
This time for... Hear me out. Hear me out. A 19.
That hits.
Does a 19 hit level 1 characters? You're damn right it does.
Technically, I could have gotten higher than 19, but I didn't.
Inflict wounds, I think, is 3d8 if I remember my numbers correctly.
Is that right? Oof.
It's such a nasty spell.
But the hard thing is, it's a melee attack for a spellcaster. No, oh no. My bad. It is 3d10.
Oh, no way.
Again.
Necrotic, too, so
I'm gonna
Oh, man,
die.
that's an 8.
that might be beyond a saving throw.
It's an 8. 8 plus a 6
I'm dead already.
plus a 5.
Yeah, I'm down.
What's your total hit points?
12.
8 plus a 6 plus a 5.
14, so it's 19.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
I kill somebody in all of my one-shots. Razor, as you just feel this touch on your leg, and you just feel this energy drained from you, your legs go limp, and you just fall. Sorry. We're gonna go to the top of the order. Irvis, it is your turn.
Yeah, let's see here. I'm just going to go with the rapier again. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. Uh-huh. Come on now. Oh, Jesus H. Christ.
And Razor,
Oh,
you're not dead, by the way.
Well, shit. I wish I'd have known that.
No.
Before
So, like permadeath is when you go negative, your total amount of hit points. So you went -9. Yeah. We're not there yet, but I'm gonna say since it hurt a lot, but you're not dead. So
Yeah.
I would have. Oh, I would use
you
cure
can
wounds.
heal- you can do
I thought he was incurable.
No, you can change that. Sorry.
No, it'd be double damage over my health, basically.
Yeah.
I'd take it
Okay,
to 4.
then I'm
Yeah.
gonna.
It's possible.
Yeah, I'm gonna bend down and I'm gonna look at Razor and I'm just gonna be. I ain't looking for nothing but a good time, and I ain't got nothing else.
Sorry.
And that's gonna
Sorry.
be.
Let me push the blood back in.
That's gonna be. Let me make sure before I give you the number. Cure wounds 1d8 plus 4, 10.
Nice.
10.
Cool.
Well done. Okay. Anything else, Mr. Irvis Pursley?
No, I'm pretty well pleased myself for bringing him back. That was a close call. I'm kind of. Yeah, I'm just kind of.
Whew. Okay.
Yeah. That was close.
Skeletons are dead. Razor, it's your turn. You are prone. You're like, you guys are like face to face on the
So is
ground.
he.
But so is he.
Yeah.
I mean, you can stand up and
y'all don't just be whispering sweet nothings to each other. One of you get up.
No. I'm gonna grapple him.
I love it.
I'm gonna grab this jerk. Man.
I'm pretty sure if you're prone, you have disadvantage. But since you both have
Probably.
disadvantage, I think it's just we're gonna just say it's a straight roll.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll strength.
Strength versus target strength addiction again.
He rolled a 4. He rolled a 4. So you're looking to beat a 4.
I rolled a 11.
Yeah. So you as you wake up, you just crawl on top, and now you bear hug him like you're holding an alligator.
That's right.
But he's less ferocious than an alligator. But you got him. Hal, it is your turn. You have a grappled... Well, I guess, Razor, is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, I am just gonna say that when I did this, I just dropped my shield and jumped on him. So.
Okay, fair. Hal.
So, since he is being grappled and he is prone, what are the mechanics of hitting him with a
Triple
ranged attack
advantage!
now?
You get triple advantage! No, I'll just let you roll straight if you're doing ranged attack. So just go ahead and roll it straight.
Okay. Then Hal will put both his hands in front of his chest like he's holding a basketball, and then chest pass this pink, translucent, sickly energy again. And I will cast Guiding Bolt, my only first level spell.
Ooh. Okay. A D20, I can hear it, I can feel it, I feel it on the table.
I do not lie when I say it was a natural 20.
Oof.
Good old crotch shot with the 20 in there. Yeah. That's 3d8. Am I right on?
That is 4d6.
Oh, shit, I was wrong. So you're rolling 8d6. Casting Fireball in here tonight.
Basically, yeah.
Level 1.
Right? Level 1.
Hold on, I'm using an online roller because I actually don't have that many d6, and I actually don't want to do the math to add up that many 6. But I deal 28 damage.
Let me do my math, because we...
And whoever hits him next has advantage on the attack.
I don't think there's a next hit. How do you want to, like, blow this person up?
Yeah, so as Razor is grappling with him and struggling with him, Hal chest passes this ball of pink energy, and it just hits the side of Hex's face and passes through. And I'm not going to get too gruesome, but he did.
He did. I tell you, he did. Okay.
Oh, we're gonna need a mop.
Yeah, Razor, you are
No,
just...
this ain't our house.
You were just covered
Oh yeah.
in like human. It is just all over you. But as this happens, you see Lily run directly to Sanger, takes off the manacles and supports her. You know, Sanger puts her arm like over one shoulder, and you hear Lily say, "Well, hello, I'm Lily, and." I have to be honest, I'm terribly sorry that I got you into this mess. And, well, let's get somewhere safe. And she looks to the rest of you. I cannot thank you enough. I assume we just make it out of here. I will pay you as we can. But I'll meet you tomorrow at the Yawning Portal where you can get your money. And I, like, as you look at it, it's like 2 a.m. at this point. It's, you know, pretty late. And Lily helps Sanger out, and that's where we'll call it. So I'll give everybody the chance to, you know, give your characters end in this world. So we'll go reverse order of character introductions with Hal. Hal, what happens after?
Well, assuming we get paid, which Halashtai is very upfront that is what he wants to happen. But as soon as he gets paid, Halashtai is walking through the streets, and he is kind of whispering to himself, "Well, is that good enough? Was that a good deed?" And that voice says, "Yes, that was a good deed, but we must do further good deeds if you are to become stronger and pursue the path of light to escape your pursuers." And Halashtai sighs and says, I don't think I have it in me to do more good deeds. I'm gonna need a nap before I do more good deeds.
It hurt.
And then he walks off into the night.
Love it. Okay. Razor, what's next for you?
Razor has decided that the big city's not for him. So he gets his gold, he buys a ticket on a ship, and takes off to the seas in search of his next adventure.
Love it. Mr. Irvis Percy. Presley.
My name's Irvis Persley, but anybody's ever heard me perform calls me the king. One thing I learned today is I like making people laugh and I like making people live, because living is part of laughter and laughter is part of living. So I believe I'm gonna go to the College of Valor, and then I'm gonna be a cleric.
Multi-class bard. Love it.
Nice.
All right. Mr. Curio.
Curio's going to be happy that he had a nice, good job and it was fun, even though his friend, poor Mr. Azar, fell down a couple times and he was sad about that. But he got over it. And then he goes to the nearest, marketplace to buy some new things with his money, and is promptly mugged.
Love
and
it.
loses all 10 gold.
All 10 gold.
I can fix that for you.
I love it.
Nice.
So he takes another job.
Of course, it's a snowball effect. But that's where
We
we're
call
going to
those
end
vicious cycles.
So we're going to end it. Thank you, everybody. If you're new here, be sure to hit that follow button. We are on the path to Twitch partner, a long, gruesome path that we are at the very start. So it's a marathon, not a sprint. So if you are new here, hit that follow button. And anybody listening in podcast land, YouTube land, be sure to come check us out on Twitch. We like to hang out with you. We like to chat in the chat with the chat. So be a part of chat, clearly. And thank you, everybody. We'll go around the table one more time. Introduce yourself. So we're going to go backwards again. So we're going to start with Curio. Curio, tell the people where they can find you and who you are.
I'm Cranky Old Mage, and you can find me on Twitter saying absolutely nothing of importance at Cranky Old Mage.
I'll be fair, you weren't that cranky.
True.
Who asked you?
There we go! Love it.
He is cranky!
Con. Tell him who you are.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Again, I'm Confounded, better known as Con. You can find me on the Twitters and the YouTubes at The Confounded, and here on Twitch, it's just Confounded. And look forward to seeing you around. Faux shizzle.
Love it. Christian.
Yep, Christian here. Dapper Charizard on Twitter and TikTok. And I am, as we said, part of the Misconceptions Network on Sins of the Father, so definitely check out that podcast.
Last but not least, David.
Don't lie, I'm the least. I'm David. I am at Mr. Banana Socks on Twitter. Like Christian said, you can listen to both of us play D&D as little kids looking for our missing fathers on Sins of the Father. And you can also listen to my noir / fairy tale / investigative story on Misconceptions podcast. Thank you.
Love it. And I'm Bob, founder of FeatherFall Tabletop. Be sure to check us out here every other Monday for one-shots. If you're interested in playing with us, be sure to join our Discord down below. And then we're here every Wednesday night with our Wild Mount Beyond Immense campaign. And then every Sunday we're either playing Star Wars Force and Destiny or Curse of Strahd. So be sure to check it out. We'd love to have you. And with that, we're going to say goodbye. Everybody have a good Monday night. Hope the rest of the week is easier than today, and stay safe, wear a goddamn mask, and we'll see you later.
Ladies and gentlemen, Urbis has left the building.
Left the building.